So this game for the Stars, since they lost against the Blades of Steel as well, was a must win. And even then, it didn't necessarily mean that they could move on. Every team had a win at this point, except for the Stars. So the Stars need to win this one, and in the games after this one, the other teams would have had to have a very specific outcome where a team would have had to lose by so many goals. So the outcome for this game was pretty bleak for the Stars, unfortunately, and it's against a team that has won years and years in a row basically now, and it's a tough ask for them. So we'll see how this one ends up.
And you want to support the channel, and you need a base layer and a protective, kind of supportive base layer that helps protect your growing as well as your hips. Check out the Konekt. This is the Pro 1.0 pant, so this one is not quite as restrictive, and this is kind of tight right here in this X pattern. You might have seen these as Under Armour before, or Bauer for the hockey specific ones. There's also the Core 3.0, which is a lot stiffer, as you can see. Really helps protect my growing and keeping it kind of in place and make sure it doesn't overstretch itself. There's a discount code, and you click the link in the description. Use that discount code to get a discount off, help support myself, as well as get you some pretty awesome base layer pants that really do help with injury prevention and help stabilize your core while playing. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel without buying anything, check out links in the description to Patreon, buy me a coffee. Everything through there comes, again, back into the channel so I can make more content and doing real reviews.
Y'all ready for this? Ball, ball, ball.
So I'm 99% sure the Stars ended up losing that one. And unfortunately, because the other goalie had some issues with his toe ties and they were kind of breaking, I tried to help him. There was like a 6-minute delay probably to try to get that fixed like throughout the whole game. So my camera ended up dying because it didn't get cut short. It just, unfortunately, like there's like 8 clips this has, and it just doesn't last longer than like 50 minutes. So that just pushed it too long. So unfortunately, we don't have the end of it, but I'm pretty sure the Buds ended up scoring either an empty net or they just scored like when it was not an empty net, and they ended up winning this game. So it kind of is what it is for that. For the 2 goals, for the first one, I just push out off of a giveaway and I try to take down the angle as much as possible, and the guy shoots it off the post kind of where I was. If I stayed, I might have saved this, but he probably also would have just shot glove side because that would have been more open. So it'd be trying to push out, cut the angle down, left that blocker side open, and it was a very nice shot. The second goal is my cousin, who just like puts an absolute rocket top shelf, and this was a decent screen too. Guy skates in front, it kind of cuts off that vision enough where I can't track the puck all the way. I pick it up, it's too late, and it was a perfect shot on a power play. We had a lot of penalty problems, but then they also had penalty problems. Both of these teams are very stubborn in the sense that my team thinks they can do no wrong a lot and end up getting in penalty problems by tripping people, holding people type thing. And the other team are just guys who like run their mouths a lot and chirp people and chip people a lot and play like full body contact against certain people. So it's kind of 2 stupidity things clashing against each other and causing a ton of penalties. The game was very rarely 5-on-5 in that sense, and that's just kind of how these games play out. So that means, unfortunately, end of the Stars for this year. It's a weird season for the Stars because last year we were at the very bottom division and we ended up second last in the entire league, but we ended up coming second in the lower bracket and we lost in the finals on that one. For this one, we ended up coming, I think, second overall or like third overall, pretty high up at the top, and we were basically second for like the entire year. And then when it came playoffs, all the other teams just kind of turned it on and we didn't have that extra gear to go into, and I had to be perfect. I never was, so it's kind of disappointing in that sense. But this is a team that thought they were going to fold from the year before. When we were in second last, they were very like down on themselves. They're like, why are we playing hockey like this? This is terrible. We shouldn't do this. And then the playoffs really gave them a boost. And ever since then, they've been doing pretty solidly. So even though we got knocked out in basically the first round of the playoffs here, it wasn't a bad end result. And the team was kind of decently happy with themselves. The kind of annoying thing is that this means that the Blades of Steel will go into the semifinals and they'll have a one-on-one against the Koneks. And when that happened, I had to be in Mexico because of my sister's wedding, so I never got to play. And the Blades of Steel ended up losing, I think like 1-0 or something like that. So disappointed overall for this league, just because my thing of it is done here. We didn't go that deep in the playoffs, but it is what it is.
You're watching HockeyReviews.ca.